G'day team, it is Chris. I'm editing the vlog that's coming out today, and I just wanted to put in a quick content warning that there is both food and alcohol in this vlog. They're very short snippets. Well, the food is very short snippets. In terms of the alcohol, I'm having a whiskey while I am talking about some, I don't know, motivational ranting and philosophical chatting, but I'll actually put in a content warning and a timestamp for that. But the food is very short and sharp, so if seeing food on the screen or alcohol is triggering to you, maybe give this one a miss, and I'll catch you in the next one. Good morning everyone, and welcome to another Fictional Escapist vlog, end of month vlog. It is Monday the 28th, and we have got 4 days to finish up those books on the TBR for March and hopefully start fresh in a new month, although I don't like my chances with one of the books that I've got going on. So what are we reading in this vlog? We have on my trusty Kindle Doors of Sleep by Tim Pratt. I'm about 68% of the way through. It is only a 280-page book. I'm making my way through it very slowly. It's odd. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but it is very odd. Essentially, we're following a character, Zaxony Delaney, I think his name is, and every time he goes to sleep, he wakes up in another world. This is a bit of an abstract sci-fi, I would say. So every time he goes to sleep or he falls unconscious, he wakes up in another world. He can't stop it, and at this current point, we have been through, or he has been through, I'll let the truck go past. So at this current point, he's on something like world 1111, I think, is where I got up to last night. So he finds some companions along the way. He's being chased by a baddie who sort of wants his blood to be able to also travel along the worlds, and has made a serum and is currently trying to follow him and find him and catch him so that he can conduct experiments on Zaxony to find out exactly what's going on with his blood. This is a preface to a NetGalley arc that I have called Prison of Sleep, which is book number 2, which I'll probably have in my April TBR. Following on from that, we've got Jade War. Now, today the other vlog is actually going up where my reading recovery vlog. This is my audio book. I don't think I'm going to get this one finished because I'm enjoying it on audio, so I don't really want to swap between the two. I'm currently on page 280 and have about 11 hours of it to go, I think, in the audiobook, and I'm still not driving long distances after the surgery, and I'm back to walking the dog, so I am listening to at least 40 minutes of this each day, and yeah, so I'll probably get a couple of hours done, but I don't think I'll finish it, and that will bleed on into April as well. Really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. This is the fastest, slow-paced book I think I've ever consumed, or this series, a series by Fonda Lee. The last thing that I've got to show you right now is I started Ancillary Justice by Ann Leckie. This is a recommendation from my good buddy Ryan. I struggle with space-based sci-fi, but I really want to give space operas another chance, so I did pick this one up. I'm 86 pages in. It's about 380 pages. We've sort of got 2 timelines going on, so we're following Breck, who's like I guess one of these ancillaries, and there's one storyline which is much easier for me to follow on with personally, because we've only basically got 2 characters, and Breck is trying to save someone essentially at the moment, and they've got another storyline where Breck's actually like 20 people because they're an AI, and I have to read those chapters very slowly and sometimes more than once to try and get it in my brain, but I'm not hating it, so I will continue on and see how that goes. If I finish Doors of Sleep, I will be going on to A King's Radiance by Luke Schultz. This is a new debut indie author, and I'll put a picture of his book up here. It looks pretty rad, and I've got to finish that one sort of before mid-April, so hopefully we'll finish Doors of Sleep and jump on into that one as well. Now, that's it. That's all I'm reading for the time being. I will catch you in the next clip. I'll probably just do one of these a day because it is a weekday vlog. It means there's going to be a whole lot of me sitting down and not doing much else because I work during the week. Alright, catch you in the next one. Who's your stinky butts? This one is a stinky butts. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday morning at about 6:30. I just came back from the gym. I'm allowed to go back and do some very small workouts at the moment. So, look, not gonna complain. Even if it's just 20 minutes, it's 20 minutes of getting in there and being active and not sitting on my ass, which is wonderful. I finished Doors of Sleep yesterday by Tim Pratt. It was a very odd book, but it's kind of like the sci-fi that I prefer, I guess, where it's not super spacey. I'm struggling with Ancillary Justice at the moment, but I think I've finally turned a corner. It normally takes me about 100 pages for like a new book or a new concept or a new story to start clicking in my head. So I got to page 120 last night and it's starting to click now and the pieces are starting to come together. So I'm enjoying it more than that initial 100 pages. So we'll see how we go with that one. But Doors of Sleep was odd. It was a multiverse situation, I guess a play on the multiverse situation, where every time our main character Zaxony goes to sleep, he wakes up in another world and he has to deal with that world, and he's been able to like take stimulants and stuff to prolong his time in certain worlds, but I think the max time that they got to in the book was like 6 days, and then he would fall asleep again or fall unconscious. Anyway, it was kind of a cool story. It had one of those things that I don't see very often in books, but I hate it, where it like just abruptly ends, but there was still like 10% to go on my Kindle, so it just had like blah 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 epilogue, and I'm like, but there's still 10% to go, so I don't what. And then the story continued. It was weird, but I'm interested in book 2, which I'll be reading in April in a couple of days time. Just to see what's going on with Zaxony and the crew. I will put some more information about it in my wrap up early next month. I have to go to the office, which is why this is being recorded so early. This is going to be a very boring vlog for you, just sitting down. I did some meal prep last night, which I filmed for like 3 seconds, so you'll see some food and some weekday meal prep. But yeah, going to the office, I will be reading Ancillary Justice on the train today. Hopefully get a decent chunk of that done. I don't know whether that's going to be finished before the end of the month, but we'll hope. And then I will be starting Luke Schultz's arc later on this afternoon or tonight. Yeah, alright, I'll check in with you probably tomorrow morning. Hello everyone, it is I. It is Wednesday morning. I've been at work for 2.5 hours already. It's now 8:20, and I forgot to update you on what I was reading yesterday. So I got to page 200 of Ancillary Justice by Anne Leckie. I'm definitely enjoying it more now that I'm understanding what's happening and it's clicked. So we've got 2 separate timelines. One is in the past and one is in the present, I believe. And one of them is sort of like a backstory where Breck, who is our AI that we're following, was like 20 different people, and my brain was struggling with this concept of them being 20 different people, but also the spaceship. Anyway, finally got there. Things finally started clicking at around the 100-page mark, which was great. And then the present timeline, after all this nonsense has happened in the past, we're following a timeline to, I guess it's a revenge plotline, is what I gather. We're trying to destroy a big space baddie that is big and bad and in space. Good summary. I should be able to put that into better words in the wrap up, hopefully, once I can type down a synopsis of some kind. But anyway, I'm actually really enjoying it now, and damn it, Ryan, I am likely going to be ordering the 2nd and 3rd book in the trilogy to finish it off. I also listened to a little bit more of Jade War. I've been listening to it as I've been cooking, which I don't normally do. I don't know why I don't normally do it, maybe because I talked to my wife while I'm cooking dinner, but she's been busy with meetings this week, so had some more listening time. I'm on chapter 34 or 35 at the moment. I think it's about 8.5 hours left of listening time for me. I listened to it on between 1.3 and 1.5 speed, depending on how slow the sections of the story is going. I will say the Greenbone Saga is like the fastest slow-paced series I've ever read or listened to. I was listening to this scene while I was cooking dinner the other night and actually stopped cooking and just like stood at the bench and was like, and then Rachel came out just like, what the F are you doing? I was like, this shit is intense right now. But yeah, there's no way I'm going to finish that before the end of the month. The aim now is to finish this before the end of the month. I've got 184 pages to go. I am working until 2 today, but my friend is here all day and I don't want to be rude and just like sit and read. But because of the surgery, I do have to have a bath later. So, I mean, when in Rome, do as the Romans bathe. I'm gonna go back to work. Okay, bye. Hello, everyone. It is I. It is Wednesday night, which means essentially we've got one more day of reading in this month, and I'm trying to finish Ancillary Justice by Anne Leckie. I read another 80 pages or so today, so I've got about 100 pages to go, which I should be able to do tonight and tomorrow. But I realise that this vlog is going to be kind of short because it is a weekday vlog. There's no sort of weekend in the middle to fluff it up. A lot of the fluff is just like, hey, I cook on weeknights, and also my wife and I gamed a bit. Also, I took a bath, so I bathed and I ate. Nice. There is going to be alcohol in this clip, so just check. I won't put a timestamp in so much, but I will put some text down the bottom to let you know where to skip to if you don't want to see that. So this little chat is more personal. It's not a book thing, not a reading thing. My grandfather's ashes got brought home today. He passed away last July, and we finally got his ashes back in the family. He was a Scotch drinker, so having a whiskey for him tonight. Ironically, Irish, but the sentiment is there. So I'm very happy that he is back with us. But what I actually wanted to talk about is why I came on this platform. So if anyone's still stuck around to this point of the vlog, thanks for hanging out. But why I came onto BookTube. I was watching BookTube for about 12 months. I'd lost my way with reading. A lot of people do, I feel, when they come to adulthood. I'm 30 now, and very much I was always brought up as, you know, you're a certain age, you do a certain thing. I think that came from my dad and my mum and my dad having me very young and losing a lot of their adolescence and young adulthood to parenthood. So, you know, by this age you should be doing this, by this age you should be doing this. And fiction and fantasy and literature was seen as something that younger people did, not people who are going into their 30s. So I didn't, and that's not something that they said to me. I mean, my father made some offhand comments, but not out of, you know, any sort of ill intent. It's just, those were his views, and I think he's sort of opening up to my way of living now that he's an empty nester. But, you know, anyway, because of that, I am in a job now where I don't think it's a forever job, not for me. It is something that pays the bills, and it pays good money for what it is, and I can certainly see why people get stuck in this job and in this industry. And it's part of the reason my wife and I are moving across the country, is to do something a bit scary and to really challenge ourselves and to focus on what we want for our futures and our dreams personally, rather than letting what other people think and society think dictate what we do. About 2 years ago, I enrolled in a counselling course. I wanted to feel like I was doing something worthwhile. It's like, well, I'm in my late 20s now. I need to be in a career that other people deem worthwhile. And I sat back towards the end of last year, and I felt very resistant about enrolling again. I deferred for the wedding, I deferred for my grandfather's death, and then it came to the beginning of this year when I was all set to enroll again, and I was so resistant to enrolling. I couldn't put my finger on why I didn't want to enroll back into the course. And it was because it was a band-aid. it was a band-aid for a bigger problem. I'd lost my passion for anything, and I was like, well, this seems worthwhile. I know other people, you want to help people, so great. Let's go into a field that doesn't require 8 years of study. Jump in, see what you can do. And then, as much as I enjoyed the theory of it, I didn't really enjoy the practice of it. Once I found BookTube, I realized that I could read for fun, and it was fine. I didn't have to be any sort of age to be able to do it. And 2, that there are people out there who are just as passionate about any form of literature as I am, which is why I'm here and why I don't really care about subscriber count. It's for me, right? It's for no one else, and I'm really happy that you guys are here and that you're joining me on this journey. But at the end of the day, talk about the books that I want to talk about. It's not about hitting, hundreds or thousands of people. It's about talking to people about books that I like to read and that I want to talk about, and talking to you about books that you want to read and books that you want to talk about. The whole point of this is that after I ended the counseling degree, it was such a freeing moment of, now I get to do this thing that I'm passionate about. And that thing that I'm passionate about is not only this platform and reading, but connecting with indie authors. I've done some great beta reads. I've talked to people about their stories before these stories have even come out. It is my favorite thing that has come out of this platform, is doing beta reads and talking about structural, integrity of stories and bigger picture things about these stories, and asking questions and delving deeper into it. I get to talk to indie and self-pub authors about the publishing industries in different countries and talking to them about their process, and then reading and reviewing their books and seeing that passion translate to the page. And that's so special. For the first time in a long time, I'm using my spare time in a way that I deem important, and not other people. So, at the end of the day, remember that you need to make you happy and not other people. And if you got those dreams and you got those passions, don't put it aside for what you think other people want of you. Just grab it, go for it. It's your life, not anyone else's. Anyway, that's it. Cheers, everybody. I will catch you tomorrow for the end of the month. G'day team, it is Thursday. It is the last day of the month. Checking in, I've read very little today. I think I've read 20 pages of Ancillary Justice on my lunch break. I am finishing at 2 today, which is good, but I've got some stuff to do before I go to my parents tonight. So this will be the second last clip. I hope you enjoyed my philosophical ranting last night. I just had a moment where I was like, let's inspire 48 people, whatever it is now. Hoping to finish this up. I've got 64 pages to go. I am going to the gym this afternoon. I've been cleared to go back and do some light workouts, so it's just going to be a light cardio day, so I need some reading material for that. I'll listen to Jade War or maybe the MGK album on the way there. I haven't decided. The album is a banger, so maybe I will not listen to Jade War, because I've got all month. I've pushed it into April. I've got all month to listen to it. I'm going to my parents tonight, and we're going on a puppy play date. My dog Ariana will be meeting my parents' newest dog, Basil, for the first time. She's a sweetheart, but she's very lazy, Basil. We don't know what she is. She was found on the side of the road at 6 weeks and then nursed back to health, and then my parents got her. I reckon she's got Rottweiler in her, but they're being told Kelpie and Lab and a whole bunch of stuff. Let me know. I'll put a clip of it, of them playing and meeting and stuff, in the next clip that you see, or the next filler that you see. If you are dog people, let me know what breed you think she is. So I will probably update you after the gym, and that will be my last speaking clip. I've got some book mail that I received today, which I will open, so I'll catch you then. Bye. I promised you book mail, and then I completely forgot. I recorded my outro clip to this vlog, went to start editing it, and was like, I'm done. Turns out I'm not done. I forgot to show you the book that I got. You've seen it before. It's been all over BookTube. It's one of the new releases. I got City of Dusk by Tara Sim. I didn't want to try and read that backwards. This is not a debut from this author, but it's a debut adult fantasy. I believe this author has written YA before, and this is the foray into adult fantasy. I just love this cover. The back says, the four realms, life, death, light, and darkness, all converge on the city of dusk, ruled by the four noble houses of Nexus. It sounds pretty cool. Watch out for this one when I ask you to choose my TBR in May. There's going to be one new release on that list of things to choose from, so maybe you guys can vote for me to read this one this year. Otherwise, I'm not really sure when to get into it. Alright, that's it. Outro clip, roll it. Let's go. We did it! We finished Ancillary Justice by Ann Leckie, and damn it, I'm going to go and order the second book, like, immediately, because I need to know what happens next. Cool. Well, that was the reading vlog for this month. I'm thinking maybe I will start to do one reading vlog and one writing vlog per month to kick my ass into writing this novella that I've planned forever. And I got to like 25,000 words, realized it was too big, got scared, never went back to it. I want to finish it. I want to finish it this year, so maybe. If you'd like to see a writing vlog and you've made it this far, let me know. What's a writing vlog even look like? Me with my head down, like frowning at a computer screen. I don't know. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of it, subscribe if you want to, and I will catch you in the next video. Ciao.